right, we're going to be doing this isometric drawing. Okay, they've given us a third angle orthographic projection, front view, left view, and top view. So they want to see a front view, left view, and top view in their diagram. I'm not going to start from point A. I'm going to try to start from that center point of that hexagon and circle and all of that. So you'll see that I've measured off the 70 millimeters, 90 millimeters, and 30 millimeters. So I come along here, I measure off 70 millimeters. I'm going to draw a line going up, and I'm going to measure off 90 millimeters. 90 millimeters there, and I'm going to go across with a center line straight away. Center line, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash. And I'm going to measure off on that center line 30 millimeters. From there, measure off. And I will have a center line which I can now draw in long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash. And from there, I am then able to start doing my circle. Now, they've given you a 50 millimeter diameter circle. It's got a radius of 25. So set your pair of compasses to 25. Go to the center, mark off on the center lines that 25 radius. And from there, you can then start drawing the little square that you're going to need in order to draw the nice little circle. All right, there we go. And there we go. We've got our square in place. And from that, I can then start drawing in the arcs for that circle at the top. You can see how that radius from that corner links up perfectly with that, and I can draw that line in straight away. There we go. Okay, you can see that I've just drawn that part of the circle. I need to draw in that part of the circle going to there. For me to do that, I need to find another center over here. How do I do that? Well, I'm going to draw a line going horizontal across here. And I'm going to take a line coming from the obtuse angle over here to the center of the line on the opposite side, going across there. And from there, I can then take my pair of compasses, stab it in there, and I can then draw in that little arc perfectly coming around there. Right, once I've got that in place, I can see that I need to draw that part of the arc coming around over there. For me to do that, I take my pair of compasses, stab it in at that corner, and I can then draw in, I'm talking rubbish. I need to find the center over here. Let's just take the center over there, and I'm going to get that little piece in by getting that radius over there and drawing that in over there. Right, okay, once I've got that in place, I then have a look and see how far down does that circular part go, and it says that I go down 40 plus 10. So we can do that straight away. I'm going to drop a line down from the centers that I've got over here. Drop a line down over there, drop a line down over there, and you see the center that I've got there, the center that I've got there, and I'm going to drop that down 50 millimeters. So I measure off 50 millimeters, come in over there to that center, mark off a new center there, come in over there to that center, mark off a new center over there. I'm going to take my radius over here, and I can then drop that down in order to get that arc drawn in over here. Right, once I've got that, I will drop a line straight down from there to there. Right, there we go. I've got that little arc in place. And I can draw in a line which is going to go down to there. Once I've got that, I'm going to draw in that hexagonal part at the top over here. For me to draw the hexagonal part, I need to know what size that hexagon is. It says 30 AF across the flats. So I need to set my pair of compasses to 15, draw a circle somewhere on the page. There we go. And that gives me a diameter of 30. Once I've got that in place, I can take my ruler over here and I'm going to draw in a line which is a tangent to the circle over there, a line which is a tangent to the circle over there, and I'm going to draw in a line going as a tangent to the circle there at 60 degrees, a line going at a tangent to the circle at 60 degrees over there, and I can do the same thing from this side and over here, and in that way I can then draw in some center lines very quickly, long dash short, and a center line going across here. Now we've got those center lines on my drawing, which means that I can then measure off this distance over here from the center to that corner, and I can pop that onto my drawing over there and over there. Let's just mark that so you can see them. Right, that distance over there is not the same as this distance over here. Note my pair of dividers is getting shorter. I'm going to take that distance, bring that to my center over here, mark it off over there, mark it off over there. There's that mark over there, there's that mark over there. I'm going to draw a construction line now. Drawing a construction line there, drawing a construction line there, and then you measure off this distance of half the length of that side, mark it off over there, mark it off over there, come down over here, you mark it off over there, and you mark it off over there. Once I've got that in place, I can then draw in my hexagon with my dark pencil. Here we go. That side, that length of side from there to there, that length of side from there to there, that length of side. Oh yes, we don't need that, we just need that part over there. Remember, this part has been cut out. I can draw a line in over there, I can draw a line in over there. Right, once I've got that, I'm going to drop a line down from here, and I can then see, well, how far down does that go? That's also that 50 millimeters down, so I can measure off. I've already got that measurement over here. There it is. Bring it over here, mark that off over there, and I can draw in this line coming all the way down there. Right. Okay, the height of the hexagon, you can see, is 40 millimeters down over there, so I'm going to measure off 40 millimeters. I'm going to draw a construction line coming down from that corner, and I'm going to measure off 40 millimeters there, and I'm going to draw in a nice dark line coming down over there. Right, once I've got that in place, I need to then draw another hexagon further down. I'm just going to draw another construction line coming down over here, and I'm going to measure off that 40 millimeters. There's my 40 millimeters. Go over there, mark that off, and I can draw in that line coming down to that 40 millimeter place. Right, after that, drawing the rest of the hexagon, note this, I'm going to take that, the two set squares lined up together, and I'm going to slide this back. Let's just get that positioning. Slide back, and I'm going to draw in a construction line just coming across here. All right, and I can draw in, take that over there, slide that back, and I can draw in a nice dark line straight away from there to there. I'm going to get my set square again, lined up on that corner over there, which is going to drop a line straight down, hooking up with that point, and I can then draw in the base of this hexagon over there. Right, there should be another little line coming out in that direction if it's not shown. Okay, anyway, let's move this on it. I've got 40 millimeters, which I can drop down over here. Okay, let me just measure that off, just make sure that I'm getting it in the right place. There's my 40 millimeters, take it to there, mark it off accurately over there, and draw that in over there. Right, there's the hexagon down on the base. I've got a line which I must then draw in, going back over here, just a construction line going back over there, and a construction line going back over there, and I can actually draw that in dark because that is the base of that hexagonal floor, you could say, on this drawing. Right, once I've got that in place, I then need to drop a line further down. Let's just see. Right, from there I'm going to come out and I'm going to draw the this surface over here. Right, so from this surface I just need to try and figure out where things are. I'm going to draw my center line coming down, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash. All right, and I said that it was 50 millimeters down from that top to there. Take that across over here, mark that off, and I'm just going to draw some center lines going across over here. Just, I think it will make my life a whole lot easier to have those in. Right, there we go. Center line there. A center line going across here. Okay, you can see that base circle over there. Now the reason why I've got those center lines is it's going to help me in order to get this measurement over here. It is that measurement from there to there, from the center line to the edge over there is 20 plus 10 is that's 30 millimeters. So I come over here and I measure off 30 millimeters quickly, go to that center over there, and I'm going to make a little mark on that center line over there. And it's also 30 in this direction over here, so I can make a little mark over there. All right, so I've got those marks in place, and I can then draw in a line coming out over here. I just want to check that, make sure that I'm not making a mistake. That is correct. 30 millimeters there, so I can draw my line coming out over there and my line going across from there to there. Right, once I've got that in place, it says that I drop down 15 plus 10, which is 25. So I'm going to take my pair of dividers, measure off 25 over here. I'm going to draw a construction line coming down over here and measure off 25 on that construction line. Draw that in nice and dark over there. I can then come in. It says that I'm coming in 10 millimeters over here. So I can draw in 10 millimeters. Just draw a construction line coming out there and measure off 10 millimeters. Measure off 10 millimeters there. And I can draw that in quickly. It then goes up. Right, it is going to go up over here. It says that I go 5 millimeters down from the top over there. Ching, 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 ching. Right, but we don't have that. Right, 15 millimeters down to there. Oh dear. What have I got here? Where's that height? Okay, let's just measure off over here. Okay, so I've got 15 from there to there, and they haven't given me that story. Okay, let's just not get too bogged down. Right, moving on. I have come down, I'm going to come down that 15 over there, right, which I've already got. There's my 15 coming down over there, from there to there. I then need to move back, and it says that I've got 120 degrees, okay? If you look at that, What is that angle? It is a 60-degree angle over there. So it's easy enough for me to draw another little auxiliary view over here. 60 degrees, okay? Draw a construction line going that way. How far back does this thing go? Let's have a look. They've given you a height over here, hopefully, of 15 millimeters going up. So I can measure off. I'm just going to draw a construction line coming in over here, over there. Measure off 15 millimeters. 15 millimeters from that corner. There it is. Bring a line up over here. Draw a construction line across. What have I got there? I have got a measurement which I can now use on my drawing. That measurement over there, I can now use in order to figure out how far back I need to draw. So I'm going to draw a construction line there, take that measurement over there, plop that in on my drawing over here, and I can now draw in a distance from that corner. Let's just drop a construction line over here. Can you see my angle that I'm going to get from there to there? That is what I'm needing. And I can then draw in a line going like that and a line going back to that point over there. Right. I've got that corner over there and I know that I've still got that same slope. So I'm just going to take my two set squares together, line that up over there, slide that back to that corner over there, and I can draw in that little line over there, and I can then draw in the base part over there. Right. Phew. Okay, moving on. Let's go out. It says that I go out 40 millimeters from there. So let's go 40 millimeters out from there. There we go, 40 millimeters. Smack that in there. Right. I'm going to go up over here with a construction line. Construction line going straight up over there, and I'm going to take a line from there. Phew. I need to try and figure out what this distance is over here. Got myself together. I need to find that distance from there to there, okay? And you can see that they've given you 15 and 10. And if you come across here, you'll see that they gave you that extra 5. So it's 30 millimeters going from there to there. I can measure that off now. 30 millimeters coming in over here. I'm just going to draw that in. There it is. And I'm going to then be able to use a line coming across here in order to find that measurement. Right, so we take a line coming at 30 degrees over there. Right, I can then draw a line going up to that point over there, and I can draw a line coming out to that point over there, and I can draw a line going up to there, and I can then draw in a line going across to that point over there. I will then be able to draw a line going from that corner to the center over there. And I should be able to draw another line coming out. Let's just see. It comes out over here, another 20. So from there, I can draw a construction line coming out over here, and I can measure off that 20 millimeters. You see over there, from the center to there would be 20. Measure off that, come over here, mark that off, and I can draw in a nice dark line going up there. Right, from there, it's going to drop down, drops down over here, that 5 millimeters. So I'm going to draw a construction line coming down over here, and I'm going to measure off my 5 millimeters. 5 millimeters down over there, draw that in. After that, I can then bring that forward. Construction line coming forward over there. Okay. Right, so I'm going to come forward over there. You can see from the 10 and the 40 over there. That distance over there is where I am, so I can take 50 millimeters, measure 50 millimeters off, go to that point over there, mark that off, and I can draw that line in now. Whoops. 50 millimeters coming forward. There we go. Right, once I'm in that position, I can then move back over here. It says that from there to there is 10 millimeters. So I'm going to measure off 10 millimeters over there. Going back from that point, measure off my 10 millimeters there, smack that in there, draw that across there. I then drop a line down over here, which is 10 millimeters down from there, so I can drop a construction line coming straight down over there and measure off 10 millimeters. Measure off my 10 mils over there, drop that line down over there. It then comes across 5 millimeters, it says. There's 5 millimeters there, so I take 5 millimeters. I need to draw a line coming back, sorry. 5 millimeters on that little line over there. Right, I can then drop down to the bottom of this thing, which is 15 millimeters down. So I then measure off 15 millimeters over there, coming straight down. There's my 15 millimeters coming straight down, and I'm going to draw in that line over there. Once I've got that, it then goes out 15 over there. There's 15 millimeters. Come over here. And I measure off 15 millimeters going across over there. Okay, just a little trick with that. You could actually, instead of measuring with the dividers, you could have just drawn a little line going across and it would give you that point. But for now, we have done that 15 millimeter measurement. Right, I need that same story coming up over here in order to get the that little angle over there. Remember, it was that same little auxiliary view that I've got there. I'm going to draw a construction line coming out from here. I'm going to draw a construction line coming up from there. And I'm going to measure off that distance over there, off my auxiliary view, go to that corner over there, mark that off over there, and I can then draw in my little slope, that 120 slope that they are talking about. Right, once I've got that, I need to then move back. Well, I can draw a line coming out from there. That'll be cool. And then going up, it needs to go up from that point. Right, let's just see how far up I go. Remember, we've got that point, so we need to move up. And it is this distance over here, 10 plus the 15. So 10 plus the 5, which gives you 15 millimeters going straight up there. Measure off 15 millimeters from that point going up. And I can then draw in that over there. I can then draw a line coming out of this corner over here, just a construction line coming up over there. And I can draw a line coming across to my construction line. Draw a line coming down from there. Draw a line going across over here. All right. Oh, I think I've had a bit of a lapse over there. Right. Sorry, there's a little cut out that I have omitted over here. You see that I've just rubbed that little piece of line out there. Okay. Over here, you'll see that I need to come back that distance over there. That's 10 millimeters. I found that point over there. Let's go over there and measure off 10 millimeters coming back from there. Mark that off. Draw a construction line coming up over here. There we go. And I can then draw that line that I was just drawing willy-nilly across there. I then need to come up over here to there, draw in that story going to there, and I can then finish that off over there, and that gives me basically everything that needs to be hatched. Okay, I'm going to do that hatching quickly. Take your 45-degree set square, knock it in over here, and I'm going to do the hatching very quickly going across. Just going across there. Right. Note I'm taking from the center line now. I'm not going from that deep down here. There, that. Okay, and then from this side, I'm going to change the direction of my hatching, going across this thing. There we go. Okay. All right, once I've got that in place, I have a line which is going to go from that corner over there up to my circle. There it is. Okay, and that is showing that triangular piece over there. You can see that it's a 10 millimeter gap over there, so I need to come back 5 millimeters across over here. Let's just get rid of the press stick. Measure off 5 millimeters, place it down over here, measure off that 5 millimeters, take my set square, take my other set square below it, and I can then slide to that point and draw in that line going up there. Right, once I've got that in place, I can then drop a tangent line to my circle coming down over there, and I can then draw in a line going back over there. And that is the drawing basically completed. There's a little bit more. This little part at the bottom, I need to draw that back, going back over there. And you'll be able to see that this thing goes back. What is that little distance over there? That's 15 going back there. So I need to draw in, it's also 15. Okay, so I need 15 millimeters on that. I can draw in that little line going over there. That then goes up over here. I think it sort of disappears in there. That goes back to, let's just see, 20, that's 15. From the center to there, it's 15 millimeters. So from that point going back there, I should be able to do 30 millimeters. 30 millimeters going across, and I'm going to find another little poiky over there. I'm going to be able to draw a line going across there at the back, and a line going back over there, and a line going up over there, which is going to give me that little foot at the back. Right, this thing over here, you can see it going back the 50 millimeters, so I need to draw in a line, construction line going back over there, and I'm going to measure off 50 millimeters over there. Take that, knock that in there, and I can then draw in a line going to there, and a line going straight up over there. Right, once that's all done, I think that is everything on the drawing. Cool.